And ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome John McEnroe. And would you also please welcome Pete Sampras.
It's a sellout here at the Royal Albert Hall, a comfortable sellout, and you can imagine why. We've been scouring the record books and we can't remember the last time that out on court in the UK 21 singles Grand Slams titles between them, and we can't think of a previous occasion when that's happened. 14 of them of course to Pete Sampras, 7 to John McEnroe. Two former #1s in the world. This guy 12 years the senior, but he's come here saying he's not come here to lose. No surprises there. A genius, and still plays like a genius.
Of the umpire's chair from the United
76
States,
singles
John
titles.
McEnroe.
'78 doubles titles. 3 times a winner at Wimbledon, 4 times a winner of the US Open. And he can still strut his stuff, John.
Can he ever? This is the sort of match that he looks forward to when he goes up against the best. And he always liked when he started playing in the Champions Tour.
And up against him, and here for the first time since his retirement, first time in the UK. And the first time this year he's on the seniors tour. He's played once in Sao Paulo and won that, and here he is for the first time in the Black Rock tournament at the Albert Hall. 14 Grand Slams, arguably the greatest player of all time. 7 Wimbledons of course, 5 US Opens, 2 Australian Opens. And he still looks very relaxed.
He does. I just saw him warm up.
Kim Craven, the man in charge. I wonder how much he'll have to do here.
1 minute.
A lot.
And most of the problems may stem from the man in your picture.
well, and also this year we don't have Hawkeye, where then it was a bit more difficult. Well, not for Johnny Mac to argue, still arguing against the machine, but at least there was kind of evidence backing up the umpire. But now there are just linesmen here, and I have a feeling that if there was a couple of dodgy calls at the beginning, we could be in for a little bit of verbal abuse here and there, but maybe not.
Perish the thought.
Exactly.
Pete goes in as the hot favourite.
Well, one would have thought so, but again, this format helps McEnroe because the physical side of it, even though Johnny Mac is in incredible shape for his age, obviously Sampras big lead in that regard, but over one set Johnny Mac gets hot and wins a set, then he knows he's in a tiebreaker at the worst. So this match, yeah, Sampras will be a heavy favourite, but you can never count out this man. He's too good to do that.
And you know he'll be really juiced up for this.
Oh, absolutely.
So it'll be
Pete Sampras to serve.
the Sampras serve that'll get us underway.
Love 15. Love 13.
It's not in the script.
Yeah. No, it's a superb point there from McEnroe. And this, obviously, huge chance at love 40, and it's unusual to see Sampras
Love 40.
missing 3 first serves in a row. You've got to take advantage of that when it happens, because it doesn't happen very often.
One of the reasons he won 14 Grand Slams, that second serve.
Yeah, I think that's something that has not been talked about
15,
as much as it should be. We all talk about the Sampras first serve and how many aces, but the second serve regularly would do that sort of thing. 110 miles an hour on a big point.
Let. First service. Let. First service.
That was a big chance there for McEnroe after that return. Looked like it got a bit of a bad bounce.
30,
There, he should
40.
have put that one away. Went straight at Sampras and didn't get it low enough.
It's a third break point.
Deuce.
Yeah, I think it just got... Here we go. Watch out. He's not going to take that, surely. Did get the side of the line, though. Here we go. Here's another go at it. Just got the side of the line. But he's got every reason to have a go.
Oh, that
But
was...
not that he needs much reason.
Don't be intimidated.
Obviously wasn't.
This is great stuff.
Huge second serve, but
Advantage McEnroe.
those amazing quick hands and short backswing just hit it straight back at Sampras.
Deuce.
Not that time.
Advantage Sampras.
That look says it all.
Game Sampras.
McEnroe will be disappointed, not just at the lack of calls and having a
First game.
conversation here.
History of the sport. You can't give him a call like that.
You might be right.
Well,
He doesn't need any breaks, Sampras.
no, he doesn't, and deep down, McEnroe knows that you're unlikely to get another chance as good as that. Love 40 with Sampras not making a serve in a...
Yeah, right. Okay. You can't. You don't have any guts to make a call. Okay. No, let me guess. Because I was the guy. Make sure that you happen to miss it.
Sampras is loving it.
Yeah,
John McEnroe to serve.
welcome back.
Love 15.
For so long, he's been the man on the tour. And just for once, he's not. But he's responding well.
15 all.
Sampras got the bigger ovation when they were coming on court, and the bigger ovation when they were announced on court. McEnroe wouldn't have taken to that too well. Too good.
Yeah, I just took that one so early.
15-30.
Inside the baseline. And just short backswing, not giving McEnroe any time to react to the volley. McEnroe barely made it to the service line there.
Good defense from Sampras, but an accomplished overhead.
30 all.
Well, the volley did the damage. Look at that volley. Beautifully hit. Such good length, accuracy. Overhead easy.
He
Fancied it, did Sampras.
Game, McEnroe.
Just thinking of the serve there, which is virtually unique. A lot of
One
people
game
have
more.
imitated him, but not many players have copied it.
No, no, you wouldn't teach that if you were a coach. So unorthodox.
Love 15.
He doesn't mind the odd double fault as he Sampras going for the second serve.
No, because he knows that the odds are he's going to serve more aces than he is double faults.
15 all. Thirty 15. Forty 15. Game, Sampras.
Good serving. And McEnroe, no answer there. So the first 3 games with serve. Sampras 2-1.
Sampras leads by 2 games to 1.
So in the opening game under pressure, but serve looking very strong in the second game. And there is a serve to die for.
Well, and he, as you said, he's prepared to serve double faults because he knows in the majority of time he's going to make them, and it puts so much pressure on the return of serve. pace beat him. That's unusual.
Love 15.
He might have got hurt there. It's almost like that bent the racket back. It was hit so hard at him, and McEnroe, you can see where his racket is. Normally that racket is in front of the volley, and that's what the Sampras backhand did. Pushed him back.
Looks a kind of nothing shot, this, and then you can see the damage that it's done.
It's such a short backswing. It's flat. Goes through. Yeah, so quickly though.
Let's second service.
There's the athleticism we associate with Sampras.
15-30.
Just in these initial couple of McEnroe service games, you can see Sampras is going to attack his second serve whenever he gets the chance. He's going to step in and put McEnroe under pressure, and that's the second time he's done that. Big point here.
First ace for Johnny Mac.
Amazing the amount of swerve on that ball. It was started off about 3 feet wide and then just curved in, just landed inside the line. Very brave, the lineswoman. I would have gone out of the way and then called the ball.
It was a hair's breadth decision.
No, that one was definitely wide. Unlucky with that net call though.
Yeah.
Just out. Oof. It's close. It's closer than I thought.
So break point. John, you mentioned earlier on, the McEnroe serve is not one you coach, but he does get rewards for it, doesn't he? He does get the swerve, and he's impossible to read.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic serve, but just the way he turns sideways here, when he bends low, I mean, it's just difficult to coach that. To let off.
Advantage, McEnroe.
super rally from Sampras. There's so much debate over his career about his backhand. Some thought it was a weakness. It didn't look terribly weak in that rally.
Well, his weakness only because people talked about how strong his forehand was. It's all relative. His backhand wasn't weak. It was weaker than his forehand. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Left, second service.
Sampras looking to attack. Gets what he wants.
Advantage Sampras.
A break point to save.
Well, it's evident already that McEnroe is going to have to serve a very high percentage of first serves in this match if he's got a chance to win it. Just missed.
Yeah. Do you think he volunteered to do this McEnroe-Sampras match?
Well, if he did, he's nuts.
Deuce.
It's a strange return there from Sampras. Second serve, a little bit passive. Didn't really step in and go for it.
Don't think he's hamming it up. I think few of the neutrals now are turning towards McEnroe, because I think they sense that it could be a bit one-sided and they want him to get right in this.
Game McEnroe.
Which will be the first recorded occasion in history that people have felt sorry for John McEnroe.
2 games all. $15 left.
Just simply sensational. The way he takes that serve on the rise, McEnroe. Huge second serve. Just take right away, turns defensive shot into attack, and then gets his position on top of the net. Brilliant.
$30-15. $40-15.
Somewhat a hard stare.
Game, Sampras.
But Sampras holds with some comfort.
Sampras leads by 3 games to 2.
Just looking at the way these guys have approached this match, it's why they were #1 in the world. You might be out for 6 years like Sampras has, but get out on court against an opponent you obviously rate, and all the juices come back. The way the structure is, the winners of each group go through to the final. They're in the same group, obviously, so there's no question of a semi-final and a crossover and a possibility of playing again in the final. No, that won't happen. This is it.
No.
And the winner of this match very probably wins the group. Cedric Piolet might have something to say about that.
He looked very sharp today.
$15 love. Out. 30 love.
It's fascinating, isn't it? They both had fantastic rivalries in their careers. Sampras with Agassi, McEnroe with Borg. What a double act they'd have made if their careers had coincided. Oh, stop it. No wonder Matt looks fed up.
Right. Never see that shot from Mac very often, the topspin forehand volley, and just belted it, drive volley. Sampras read it. Excellent pass.
$40-15.
Second ace for McEnroe.
I don't care who you are, that serve is not coming back. If you get it out that wide, you'd have to stand out about 10 feet wide before the ball came out to get that one.
Oh.
40-30.
Some of Sampras' returning on the backhand has been out of this world. You mentioned earlier on, John, that he looks as in good nick now, in fact better nick than he did when he was winning Grand Slams.
He works very hard. He has a trainer, Gary Kitchell, who he trains with a lot throughout the year.
15 love. $30 love. $40 love.
Sixth ace.
Again, Sampras, new balls please.
Again, Sampras' backhand looking very solid. And he's in front again. 4 games to 3.
Sampras leads by 4 games to 3.
Played those matches last year, didn't he, against Roger Federer, Sampras. 3 exhibition matches, and afterwards Federer was asked about Sampras, and he said, you know what, he could beat the top 5 guys in the world right now. It's a real treat. Top price tickets here, £95. But I'm sure the people who've come will feel it's worth every penny. Well, it was a bit of a miss hit, but
Love 15.
Sampras will take it. I'm not sure McEnroe will get any kind of apology.
Now that serve,
15 all.
so many points, and that adds side out to a right-hander's backhand, but he knows against Sampras he's got to get it out really wide, and so far he's managing to do that. Oh, that's the famous shot.
It's cruel, really, isn't it? Because he did a good volley at full stretch.
It's a
15, 30.
sledgehammer forehand, a running forehand. Unbelievable.
He is doing so well here, McEnroe, isn't he, to stay on level terms so far.
Oh, he knows he's got to hang in and try and get into the tiebreaker, or he's got a shot.
Still is a rage for perfection. The title of his first biography. 20 years on, it hasn't changed much.
For service.
Yeah. Things haven't really gone his way. Felt he was on top of the point there.
Sampras thought the serve was out.
And finally, the floodgates are open.
Sampras leads by 5 games to 3.
It's a really tricky half volley, but Sampras wouldn't let him off the hook.
Love.
Again, very close.
Come on, you can do better than that, can you? it so you could see it, couldn't you? How do you see it?
How did you see it, Pete?
I have that thing on TV now where it comes down.
They haven't got it, Pete.
He's going to go in.
Now, where's he going to place? This will be interesting.
Well, Mac asked him.
And here's where it would have. I think he might be right.
He's right on the money.
Who needs Hawkeye when you've got Sampras?
I love that. Well, Mac asked him. He doesn't know what to say.
One fault.
What a second serve.
What a serve. And that first serve came so hard, and the people at the back of the court, there's netting behind, but they see that ball coming at them and they're just praying that the netting holds the ball and doesn't come through. Oh,
is he proving a point or what?
I'd like this. I wish we'd had the speed gun on the speed of that backhand.
40.
Gigantic shot.
3 set points for Sampras.
Game of first set, Sampras.
He really did turn on the turbo there. A phenomenal set. And an exquisite ending. Sampras takes it 6 games to 3.
Plus you throw in the the personalities a bit, and when you have someone like Pete Sampras getting involved like that, was a lovely moment. I don't think we ever saw him do that in the whole of his circuit, on the regular pro circuit, and here he is. He's getting into the spirit of the Champions Tour, and it was great to see that moment.
Time.
In a few days' time, if Johnny Mack looks at the tape of what he produced in the first set, he'd be thrilled. But he's not about playing good tennis. He's just disappointed right now that he hasn't won the set.
Well, he's thinking of that Love 40 game when he had 4 game points, but he actually played 1 in that set, John McEnroe.
Second set, McEnroe to serve.
So into set number 2. McEnroe is getting no joy at all on the Sampras backhand.
Love 15.
Yes. When he's hitting this shot well, then you really are in trouble. Once again, just attacking the McEnroe second serve.
Love 30.
Not giving McEnroe any time to breathe, just on him right away. There was the return very deep on into the net quickly. And tough to get past him. That's the way to close to the net. Inside the service line, kept the momentum going forwards, didn't stop. The racket head way out in front of the forehand volley. Oh.
30 all.
Sampras there, 3-4 feet inside the baseline again to return serve.
When he's given the chance, McEnroe continuing to hang on well. Towards the end of the first set, he was given no chance to even do that.
Game, McEnroe.
And it is phenomenal tennis for a guy who'll be 50.
Oh,
His birthday.
That's outstanding.
First game, second set.
There'll be no question of Sampras easing up here. Not that there ever would be. There's a bit of previous.
Well, again, once again, going back to the format, Sampras knows that this is a one-set match here. If McEnroe wins this set, there's not a third set. There's no comfort level. He'd go into a tiebreaker, and that's risky. There'll be no letting up here at all.
Now, wasn't there an exhibition match in the States recently where Sampras won the first set, just eased off a little bit?
And then Johnny Mac came back and won the set and then won the tiebreaker. And I don't think Pete Sampras was too happy about that.
Oh, yes. Well, remember, he had to save 4 break points in the opening game of the first set, Sampras.
15 all.
McEnroe putting him under pressure in the opening game of the second.
That's where the frustration can come in when you're playing against Sampras. You feel like you're in the point, the previous one next, and then 2 big serves come down like that, and you're down 40-15.
40-15.
You don't get the feel like you can almost get the ball on the strings for a while. If Sampras can get that hot on the serve, it's frustrating. Every time he gets a second serve, he must just feel so happy, McEnroe, that he's got at least a shot.
Wait, please. Wait, please.
That's sporting. McEnroe giving him a first serve.
(40-30). Game, Sampras.
Smooth as silk. First or second serve, and so it continues.
1 game all, second set. (15 love).
Still looking to attack it. serve out wide did just the job.
30 love. Oh. 40 love. Yeah, 40-15.
Be disappointed with that. Hit back with pace, but he's got better control than that, McEnroe.
I think that's just a symptom of knowing how deep he has to hit these volleys if he's going to hold on to the point, and it just pressures him just to try a little bit too much.
Yeah, McEnroe.
A shot of genius.
McEnroe leads by 2-1.
These two the favourites for the group.
Oh, put the volleys away. It's a quick court. I think Sampras will be pretty happy with the surface. He seemed happy after his warm-up today, and he's certainly playing as though he enjoys it. Sometimes I always think you need to check his pulse rate. He looks so calm out there all the time. It doesn't matter what the score is.
Love.
Yeah, even in the bad days, and I can't remember too many of those in Sampras' career, he never got too ratty with himself, did he? Federer these days just gives it a little bit more.
Love.
Well read on this passing shot.
Oh. 30-15.
Third double.
$40-15.
It's kind of nothing shot from McEnroe there. Far away. And he hasn't backed off when he's seen the chance to roll the backhand over. He's taken it.
Game, Sampras.
McEnroe didn't flicker.
2 games all. 15 love.
He was such a relaxed individual, Sampras, wasn't he, when he plays? And through many of his matches, he did seem to coast when he'd won the first set, wait for the opening, wouldn't really pursue it. If it came, he'd take it and run on home.
$30 love.
That obviously lengthened his career. Two magical shots.
Just the pace.
30-15.
First one, the low dipper, and then the racket acceleration on that backhand pass. This one, he just uncoils and unleashes.
He was ready for that one. Wasn't hit quite as fast, though.
Not quite as fast, thank goodness for McEnroe's sake, because he was right on top of the net.
40-15. Game, McEnroe. McEnroe leads by 3 games to 2.
Third ace for McEnroe. In front again. Press room absolutely full, as everywhere is for this match. Most of them came today and yesterday as well, because he gave a press conference and they were absolutely thrilled. You probably saw in the morning papers this morning.
But after a couple of years of playing golf, which he's does very well, by the way, regularly hits 320-yard drives, which is frightening. Yeah, but you know, after a while, you miss what you've been doing all your life. You want to get up and train in the morning, and you miss that. He was getting out of shape a couple of years. He said, "I've got to get going again," and thank goodness he decided that.
15 love.
Don't think Johnny Mac's thinking those thoughts just at the moment.
No, why did you come back?
$30 love.
It's just amazing. One of the great servers of all time, if not the greatest.
Into double figures on aces now. And it's such an easy motion, isn't it, the serve? And the preparation, just one bounce of the ball,
Yep.
and then he's
40
into the movement.
Game,
There's a
Sampras.
third ace in the game. McEnroe staring down at it, but it was an ace.
Caught the line.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
3 games all.
Maybe it's time for an explosion, though. He's got to stop this somehow.
I was thinking perhaps, talking about the service departments, I was thinking perhaps, he knows he saw it now. I was thinking maybe Boris Becker at his peak was maybe close to Sampras in the serve, particularly in the second serves. They were both brilliant, but you still have to give Sampras the edge, even against Becker's serve.
15 love.
Doran.
Not as consistent, brilliant at times, but Sampras, for me, is the best in that department.
Lex, first service. 30 love.
Really good serving from McEnroe. Responding well to Sampras upping his serve.
McEnroe, new balls, please.
Still there, still giving it Max, and in front in this second set.
McEnroe leads by 4 games to 3. Second set. First set, Sampras.
John, we've seen all 8 players now. It seems to me that even if McEnroe does lose this, Sampras apart, he's playing better tennis. This is the best match we've seen of the week. And when you remember how disillusioned he was when he retired first time and then again second time, you know, over 20 years ago, McEnroe is the last person you'd think would still be playing with this kind of energy and this kind of commitment 23 years later.
Well, he would have been the last person who would have thought that reinvented himself in this amazing career in broadcasting and commercials, acting, when he was one of the most disliked players of all time at one stage, and now he's one of the most loved in a lot of ways. Yep. That's too good.
It was at this point, remember, in the first set, that Sampras had been playing pretty well in the early stages, just took flight.
Let's first service.
McEnroe's hit 2 pretty good returns of serve here, and he's down 30 love. Not much chance at all on the second volley. That one almost went over the netting at the back. That was so bounce, kicked it up so high.
Game Sampras.
Yeah. Drew him in and then gave him the sucker punch. The other thing that I'm noticing here, terrific applause when the play
4 games all.
Finished. But while the rallies are going on, absolute silence.
Yep.
Sampras was talking about, you know, what he'd heard about the champagne corks popping and the plates being taken away. There's very little of that right now. Everyone glued to the tennis. Just thought it might have been long.
15 long.
I think he might have been right too, but he doesn't pursue the point. Oh, rolling back the years. We all remember that.
And he can just do so much with the running forehand. He could have easily whipped this one down the line as well, but look at that one, cross court around the upside of the ball, just so much whip.
30-15.
This is super serving from McEnroe.
T15.
That was inside the line.
Yeah, Mac's eyes must have really gone if he thinks that was wide. This was so far in. Yes.
Inside edge? Not on the inside edge.
I hope he's acting. Stepping it up again, Sampras. Rifling the returns to the feet of the oncoming McEnroe. No hiding place at the moment.
Too good. Just needed a target. And it was all over on that point.
Advantage Sampras.
A bad shot from McEnroe, but just that ability to just thump the forehand from anywhere.
Break point, and if he gets it, he'll be serving for the match.
Again, Sampras.
He's got it.
Oh, McEnroe thought that was out.
It was such a good second serve. He didn't deserve the return that he got. Was the call good? It seemed it.
Sampras leads by 5 games to 4.
Sampras has the break and he will serve for the match.
That one was close. Sampras absolutely belted that return there and lost 4 points in a row, and it was all Sampras' doing.
As he's done so often in his 15-year pro career, which ended 6 years ago. Here he is then serving for the match. Straight out of his chair. McEnroe still sitting down, making him wait. Pondering.
Crowd want more of this.
Well, it has been an incredibly good match. Is it going to end here?
15 love.
Ace number 13.
$30 love. $40 love.
Again, a long look. As many aces as he's won Grand Slams, 14 of them, and 3 match points for Pete Sampras.
$40-15.
I had a feeling he was going to belt a second serve, go for an ace. I thought he'd make it, mind you, but
I'm trying to see so I can see it. I just want to try to see the last one.
He's going to give himself every chance.
telling him where he's going to hit it. And he did
Game
too.
set a match. Sampras. 6-3.
What's the use of
6-4.
seeing it when he serves like that? A real buzz, a standing ovation. What a thrill. A privilege for us to commentate on it. It was great, John.
Oh, it just, well, I knew it'd be good, and it certainly was. Stunning performance by both players. Pete Sampras, loved 40 in the first game. I thought, well, he might be a bit nervous, but no, he certainly wasn't. Absolutely brilliant. What a performance.
Stand up. Pete, welcome back to London.
Thank you.
So, how was it playing at the Royal Albert Hall in front of this crowd?
It was great. Great crowd, packed house, playing against a legend over there in Mr. McEnroe. So it was a great night of tennis.
You were bombing serves down there. How far off your best do you think you are right now?
Pretty far, trust me. Pretty far. But John was tough at 49. 49?
49.
It's pretty impressive what he's able to do still today.
I noticed that towards the end of the first set, you came over and you did your little instant replay impersonation of where the ball landed.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Is that something you would have done back at Wimbledon?
Well, don't take this personal, but I think at Wimbledon it would have been called good. But I think it was a missed call. But Wimbledon's obviously Wimbledon. There's no replacing it. But it was a fun moment. The ball was clearly in. Inside the line.
Junior, when you were a kid, didn't your parents ever say to you, John, at your age?
Listen, you remember I carried you to a lot of doubles wins?
No, well, the point is, here you are, 49, pushing 5-0, and you're not acting your age at all. You still play unbelievably out there.
That was a really good save. That was good, but I just want to say I maxed out. I played like the best I could play. Pete is. I want to say Pete. You know, I tried to bridge the gap to Pete. Made it to this seniors tour and see if he'd get into it. I know I played great. He played mediocre, and you know he beat me 6-3, 6-4. But to see him back in London, you know, he's had an unbelievable history here. and to play at Albert Hall. I think you're going to enjoy it, and you maybe enjoyed it a little bit too much for my liking today. But I got to say, it was great to at least get out here and play you one time here. Appreciate that. Appreciate the whipping.
Well, let's not forget, it is a round-robin format, so you're not out of it yet. You need a little bit of help, maybe, but you're still in it. So keep going.
Well, listen, I don't know. Thank you.
Okay. Everyone, two of the all-time greats at tennis.